Hello, bitches. Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different video. We're going to do a bit of a sit down, and I'm going to actually have a chat with you guys about everything that's been happening in Supergirl recently. And I feel like for me, I need to make this video for you guys because I feel like online on Twitter, we always tweet and everyone goes back and forth, and everyone has their opinions and stuff. But I feel like some words can get misconstrued, and people's views and point of views can get misconstrued over Twitter because it's hard to understand someone's tone of voice, tone over Twitter. It's hard, and I feel like having someone talking to you face to face, while you know what I mean, you and me, it's a bit easier so I can clarify things and kind of talk without getting my words misconstrued. Does that make sense? Because I feel like it's been a shitstorm. Let's be honest. It's been a wild kind of week in the Supergirl fandom, for good reason. But I feel like people's sides get misconstrued because everyone fights, and it's a whole thing, okay? And I just feel like, for me, I need to talk about it and get my frustrations out and vent my kind of feelings about this so people understand a little bit better, I hope. So I'm hoping I do this video justice, fingers crossed, or I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So, first and foremost, before I actually get into the video, disclaimer, this video is not meant to harm anybody. I'm not sending hate to any cast members in the show. I'm not sending hate. We're not doing hate. And I feel like we need to understand that actor and character are two different things. We aren't going to blame an actor for things that their character does. Because I feel like people send hate to, for example, Staz, the guy who plays William. I think his name is Staz. Is that his name, Staz? Yeah. People send him hate. And I'm just like, why? He's just doing his job. Like, people just send other... And it doesn't happen in the Supergirl fandom. It happens in other fandoms too. When someone doesn't like something that happens on a TV show, they send the actors hate. And I'm just like, why? Like, the actor is just doing their job and doing what the writers are telling them to. Like, they have no, input. Sometimes they do, but, why are we sending this hate? Why are we being negative for? We're supposed to be supporting these people, not sending them hate. So I just want to get one thing clear. This video is not coming for anybody. It's just, it's not just a discussion between you and me, and, yeah. So no one send anybody hate, okay? Because actors are just doing their jobs, okay? And in no way is this video an invitation for any of you guys or any people to send hate to anybody else. We're just having a discussion, so let's just get one thing clear. I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just covering my own ass. Not coming for nobody. We're just talking, okay? That's it. So, alright. For obviously Supercorp, I just want to get one thing out there. Some fans just think that Supercorp fans are upset that Supercorp isn't canon. No, that is actually not the issue. I don't care whether Kara and Lena are a couple or not. The issue is the way that the writers are actually writing their scenes, okay? Because if they wanted to make Kara and Lena's relationship totally platonic, that's totally fine. There is no issue with that. But at least keep the writing consistent in ensuring that that's happening, that their relationship is platonic. Because let's be honest, it hasn't been, okay? Some scenes they are, and some scenes it's more than that. There's romantic undertones, and it's been happening quite a lot. Because at the beginning of seasons, I think it's when Lena got introduced in season 2. Obviously she wasn't intended to be a main cast member. She was there for a 3-episode arc or something. And then obviously everyone loved Katie and, Lena. And she became a full-time cast member, as she deserves, by the way. But I feel and everyone kind of, when they started having their little relationship, I feel people would ship Supercorp, but it wasn't, it was for fun. Oh, yeah, it'd be cute if they were together. It was for fun a little bit. None of us were for me, I never thought Kara and Lena would actually be canon. So I was I knew that in the back of my mind, but it was cute to play around, whatever. But as the show went on, the scenes that the writers would write for Supercorp would, become more and more, a little bit more intense, a little bit sometimes romantic. Some of the things that they do, the looks that Kara and Lena give to each other, the stares. I don't stare at my best friend the way that Kara and Lena stare at each other. Let's just keep that, come on, let's be real here. I don't stare at, my best friend the way they stare at each other, let's be honest. And I don't know if it's the writing, but it's their chemistry, right? They have that chemistry, Melissa and Katie, they have that chemistry with each other, that chemistry. And I feel the writers have been playing on that a little bit. They know that Supercorp fans, it's a massive part of the fandom, right? And I feel like they kind of tease it every now and then to keep us watching, and that's called queerbaiting. And it's just, it's annoying, it's frustrating, and it hasn't been, the tease, it's been happening like a little bit every now and then, but season 5 really like kind of stepped the boundaries over platonic, let's be honest. I mean, first of all, season 5, episode 1, the, coming out to Lena about big, that she's Supergirl, like, I have never seen Kara act like that in front of anybody when she's, I know it's a big secret, but like she knows that she hurt the one person she trusts the most, and she said I think she said that she trusts her the most, or like the one person that, she said something along the lines, and I can't exactly remember, but she was so hurt, Lena was so hurt, Kara was felt so guilty because the one person that she said that she would never hurt, like Lena said, she hurt, and like, that emotion, like, and I know it, and if it was like between best friends, yeah, okay, but the way that it was written, it was literally like a canon couple were doing that scene. And it's not just the fans that have noticed this, it's actually other media outlets have noticed that Supercorp have become more than friends. Like, the writing makes it seem like they're more than friends. And if people watch Supergirl without knowing the context, they would probably assume that Kara and Lena might be a thing, or, And it's not just that scene. Over season 5, there have been multiple times where the music choices for the Supercorp scenes have been like romantic. Like the scene where Kara floats outside Lena's apartment with the diary, the journals in her hand. The way that scene was placed, like she's outside the window and then Lena looks up and Kara like kind of like give that smile to each other. Like that's like, why couldn't, if they were just friends, Kara would just go to her front door and give her the journals. Why does she have to be so extra and dramatic and like float outside her apartment? Like, are you kidding me? Like, this bitch literally stood outside her apartment with like loving eyes, and then the music in the background made it worse. It was just, I had chills, bitch. Like, I don't get that often. I had chills, okay? And then to make it even worse, the one scene that actually gave me hope was when, and I mentioned this in my 511 reaction video, Kara and Lena, when they were Andrea was looking at the photograph of her ex-lover, her lost lover, with this romantic song in the background, which I have downloaded, by the way. And then in the very same scene, Kara and Lena are looking at the same photo of each other with that music in the background. Like, it is such a romantic scene, in my opinion. It's such a romantic scene, how they're just lovingly looking at the photo, like wishing that they could make this stuff, make it better and like fix it. But Lena can't trust her right now. Like, and to play it right after that Andrea scene, right after that, with like that's not a coincidence, that's parallels, bitch. That is a parallel, okay? And it happens more often than you think. And that's why I'm saying, if the writers can just consistently made Kara and Lena platonic and like best friends, that's totally fine. There's no issue with that. But the fact that they tease these romantic scenes to us, to the Supercorp fandom, which gives us hope that Supercorp could become canon, it's not fair, because we get hope and we expect, this could be amazing. And then the writers just go back and make Kara, have a crush on, or, have this William thing happening. Like, it's just not consistent. So the issue isn't that Supercorp isn't canon, it's the fact that the writing isn't consistent, and it gives the Supercorp fans hope when, if you're not going to deliver, why give us hope? Like, that's queerbaiting. You're keeping us viewing the show, you're keeping us continuing to watch the show, and then not delivering. It's like, you know what I mean? It's rude. Like, don't do that. And I think that's what some people get confused of, because I see a lot of tweets online saying, oh my god, why are you guys so upset that Supercorp isn't canon? It's never going to be canon, whatever. That isn't the issue. It's as I said, the issue is the writing. Why don't do those scenes if you're not going to follow through? That's queerbaiting. And there have been other issue, other times in the show. So there was one example that, so do you remember when Kara and Lena was like to Kara Danvers, you are my hero? She says, hold on, I have the gif right here. Where is it? So Lena literally says to Kara, there's a scene in, I think it's 212, when Lena says to Kara, Supergirl may have saved me, but Kara Danvers, you are my hero. She says that to Kara, right? And that, okay, look, like when I had that happen, I was screaming, right? And that's funny because this line is said exactly, or almost exactly, by Iris West in The Flash, right? She says, and I quote, I'll put them up on the screen. This is what Lena says, and Iris says something along the lines of, "The Flash might be the city's hero, but Barry Allen, you are my hero." Okay, now first of all, I'm not comparing the two ships. I'm not comparing West Allen and Supercorp. Let's make that one thing clear, because I got some hate on Twitter because I was comparing the two. I'm not. I'm making the observation that the two lines said by these characters, one ship is canon and one isn't. Like, why say that? And it's just why say these lines that are so similar to canon ships? Like, it's just like, really? Like, are you kidding me? Like, is that supposed to be a coincidence? I don't think so. And then, I think in that same episode, I think it was Lena who decorated Kara's office, I think. Yes. So, in 212, in that same scene, Lena was the one who covered Kara's entire office in flowers. Girl, are you kidding me? She puts flowers in Kara's office. And that's not taken as a romantic gesture, right? But in the next episode, the Mixel Pletlik, whatever his name is, he puts all flowers in. I'll put the picture up. He puts flowers in Kara's apartment, and that is considered as romantic, right? It's in the next episode. So 212, Lena puts Kara's office in. Lena decorates Kara's office in flowers, and in the next episode, Mixel Pletlik puts flowers in Kara's apartment, and that's considered romantic. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Like, when you actually think about the kind of scenes, some people might not look that deep into it, but when you really think about it, the scenes that they write for Kara and Lena, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes, but it's been more now. It's crazy, okay? So it's just like, if you're gonna make them canon, make them canon. If you're not gonna do it, that's fine, but don't write scenes implying that they could be, because that's not fair to the LGBT fans who are watching your show. Do you understand? It's just, that's why it's frustrating for me, because we get all these cute scenes and there's no delivery, and it's just like, then why do it then? If you're not gonna, why do it? There's no point. Like, why? So, and I think another issue is, if you want to make Kara and William a thing, okay, but at least give them a bit of time to get to know each other and, like, have them develop a story between her and William. I can guarantee you, I'm pretty sure her and William haven't spent more than 3 or 4 scenes in the last 11 episodes together. It's just like, and he was a bit of an ass to Kara at the beginning, and now suddenly, like, it's just like, what, Kara and William have one glance and now they want to go on a date, whatever. At least build up their story a little bit, build it up, have that rapport with each other, that respect with each other, before you put them together. It's just kind of like a slap in the face, like you give us all this Supercorp content, and you've built up the Lena, I don't know if the writers have realised this, but they've built up the Lena and Kara slow burn, is what it is. They've built it up since season 2, let's be honest, and in season 5, it's been, this is the season, the fight for Lena's soul. And it's just like, Kara is literally willing to fight for Lena till the end. Like, she's willing to fight for Lena. And I think Kara says a line somewhere along the lines of, she says something, where is it? I'll find it. I'll put the thing up here. It says, Kara's like, look, I don't know anything about romantic love, but if I ever really had it, I think I'd fight for it. And she's fighting for Lena so hard. Not right now, because we don't see it, but like, she, in season 5, in 5A, she was fighting for Lena so much, and it's kind of like, people, you find these lines that they say in the past, and it's just like, it can become such a thing if their ship could be so groundbreaking, and I don't know if the writers have realized that they are making it a slow burn. I don't know if they realize that, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just, it does my head in, because I'm like, don't do it if you're not going to deliver. So it's kind of like, don't tease us with Supercorp if you're not going to deliver on it. It's kind of like you're doing it to keep us watching and to keep the viewership up. Like, that's wrong. I don't know if that's what's actually happening, but like, let's be honest. It's a little bit weird that, you know, it's a bit weird, okay? Like, no. And another issue that I have is that with the William thing is that it seems like you're forcing the William and Kara relationship onto the fans, And you're sidetracking all the other characters. Like, you have Alex and Callie, who are incredible. Their relationship has been sidelined pretty much for the last few ever since after Crisis. Like, they've been sidelined, let's be honest. They have maybe one, like, 10, 20-second scene together. Like, you... Really? Like, are you kidding me? I mean, you started to develop Callie's character a little bit, but now it's just kind of you've sidelined Callie, and now you've sidelined Danson, and it's kind of like you have two LGBT characters. Like, isn't the CW Dare to Defy? Like, put their storyline, like, make them a big part of the story. Like, I don't know why they keep, and then even Nia, they're sidelining Nia as well. She's supposed to be Kara's protege, right? So why is Kara and William working on the Lex story when it could be Kara and Nia? Like, it's just like, I feel like, and no disrespect to Stas, because he's great. Yeah, I love him, and I do love William. It's just like, they need to either develop William's character more and just not put him into these random scenes. I love all the characters, and they're sidelining them. They say that they're sidelining Danson, they're sidelining Nia a little bit to put this Kara and William relationship on the front. And I'm just like, the writers know that no one's really a fan of Kara and William. But if you wanted to make them a thing, as I was saying, at least give them proper backstory and, like, put some groundwork on their relationship if you're going to do it. Don't just randomly, like, chuck it in just because you want to. Like, at least give them some, I don't know what, give them some life, like, give them time to grow with each other and, like, become a thing. And I've never seen nothing romantic between William and Kara until episode 11 is when the writer started to hint at it. There has been no romantic interaction between both of them in the whole season 5, and now suddenly, bam. But the thing is, we knew that they had put William in there to be the romantic love interest. We knew that, but they never developed it in the season 8. They developed Kara and Lena, and I'm just like, why? Like, I mean, and I feel like, to be honest, I'm not sure if this is tea or not, but to be honest, at this point in the show, season 5, if you don't make Kara and Lena canon, it's just like, what have you been working against? Because in Arrow and Flash, you've had Felicity and West Allen since season 1, pretty much. And it's kind of like, season 1 and 2, whatever. And it's kind of like you had the love interest there, and you've developed their relationship on both Flash and Arrow. Like, you developed West Allen and Felicity throughout the years, and they've become so amazing and iconic. And with Supergirl, it's kind of like they're struggling to find, that person for Kara. But I'm like, while you haven't found that person, in the meantime, you've developed Kara and Lena, and now they're kind of there where they could become like a thing. Like, they could, if they made it canon, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you've developed Kara and Lena like Felicity and West Allen with, like, the screen time and the scenes and everything over the years. You've developed their relationship together, and it's just kind of, at this point in the season, why are you trying to make Kara and William, like, and they don't really have much chemistry, in my opinion. I mean, but it's just, like, they had Kara and James, and I did like Kara and James at the beginning. I liked Kara and James. And then that kind of just fell out in season 2, and I was like, oh, okay. I don't even, at this point, either don't give Kara a love interest, or put her with Lena. That's the only two options. And the thing is, with the promo that aired, the 5/12 promo, I feel like promos are really misleading, so I don't want to judge straight away whether or not they're throwing William and Kara down our throats. Like, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Because the show could surprise us and do a 180 and just try, Kara might realize that William isn't the one, or like, oh, maybe there isn't chemistry, like, they're trialing it, but then it might not work, and then she realizes maybe Lena, or maybe William, they go on a date and William realizes that Kara might be in love with Lena. Like, I don't know, like, if it's a catalyst to get to Supercorp, okay, but, like, it's just kind of, I don't know where William would fit in. It's weird. Like, it just kind of seemed like so random that they threw this romantic thing at me. I'm like, what the hell? And then she invites him to game night, like, straight away. Like, really? And can I just say, this is also going to be tea. If Lena Luthor was a man, let me tell you, Kara and that character would probably be together right now, let's be honest. If Lena Luthor was a man, they would be together. And I would bet my money on that. I'm not even joking. I would bet my ass on that shit, okay? I'm not even kidding right now. And that's what infuriates me the most. If Lena was a man, like let's, and you can't deny that. If Lena was a man, they would have put them together long ago. I'm not even joking. And that's the tea, okay? And that's what probably pisses me off the most, is that the writers know, and some of the writers, and even Jessica, the showrunner, whoever, has liked tweets about Supercorp, so they know it's a thing, and they know how much we care about the Supercorp relationship. And then to have William getting thrown into the mix randomly, and like, it's such a slap in the face, you know what I mean? And it just breaks my heart how we're getting treated, because it isn't fair, you know what I mean? And like, and yeah, I'm sticking with the show because I love all the characters. And then also another thing, they've been sidelining Lena a bit because now Lex is in the picture. They've been sidelining Lena to like 1 or 2 scenes an episode. And I'm like, girl, she's like your third main actress, the third main lead, like after her and Kara and Melissa and Kyla. Like Katie's like the third like actress, you know, the third lead. Like, and that's not even me being biased because I love Lena. Like, they actually are doing Lena injustice, and Callie, and Nia. Like, come on, guys, you gotta do better. Like, you gotta stop screwing around with the fans. And another thing that is kind of on my mind as well is that Lena was only supposed to be like a 3-episode guest star, I think, in season 2, and because the fan response was like so overwhelming and amazing, and everyone loved Katie and Lena, she obviously got promoted to like a recurring, and then became a main cast member. And it's funny because Felicity in Arrow only was supposed to be a one day guest star in Arrow, a 1-episode guest star. And then the writers saw the chemistry between Felicity and Oliver, Stephen and Emily. They saw the chemistry that they both had in that one scene, and they had to rewrite their entire narrative. They had to reshape the entire story because of the chemistry that these two characters and these two people brought to the table. So if the Arrow writers can see the potential that Felicity had after one scene and a 1-episode guest star, if they could see the potential that Felicity had, how come the Supergirl writers can't see the potential that Kara and Lena have on screen? You know what I mean? It's just like, learn. And because sometimes, yeah, you might have a story in your head, but sometimes things don't always go the way you want it to, and things happen in the show, like the actors leave and, we get new ones and whatever. And when you see natural chemistry on screen, how can you ignore that? You know what I mean? How can you actually ignore that? Like, I just think it's, crazy that they could do it with Felicity and make her a main cast member and then develop her and Oliver's love story, which is their epic love story over 8 years. But with Kara and Lena, it's kind of like the Supergirl is putting it under the rug and kind of teasing here and there, but it's just like, what are you doing? Like, do you not see the chemistry on the screen? Like, do you not see how well these two ladies are with each other? Like, do you understand? Like, it's just like, are you blind? I don't know. It's just like, it's frustrating because like Felicity got it, which she deserves because she's an iconic goddess, and it's just like, both similar scenarios, but one actually listened to saw the chemistry and listened and rewrote their entire story, reshaped it to fit Felicity in. It's just like, come on. My brain, it hurts my brain, okay? I'm also going to leave a link in the description box below about the thread that I made. I posted a tweet saying, give me examples of times that you think the Supercorp were being the Supercorp fans were being queerbaited. And you should see all the replies I got. If you go into that thread and look at all the replies, you would realize how much we've been queerbaited this whole time, okay? And as I was saying, season 2, at the beginning when Lena first got introduced, yeah, we were like, we never actually thought Supercorp could be canon. We were like, oh, you're messing around with the idea. But then when these things started happening more and more, we started getting hope that it could actually be a thing. And then suddenly, bam, that just chucked William in our face, and it's kind of like, well, what was the point? This is supposed to be the season of fighting for Lena's soul. Like, I don't see it happening right now. And yeah, it's been 1 episode, so I'm gonna I'll probably do an update video after the next few episodes have aired to see where the storyline's gonna go, because they could pull a 180 and surprise us. I'm not saying they're not, like, they could. I hope they do, but it's just a bit of a slap in the face that the years we've been asking for Supercorp, suddenly they put William and they have one glance at each other and suddenly they're in love, or sorry, they find each other attractive or like romantic or whatever. It's become romantic. It's after one look. And after all the looks that Kara and Lena shared, it's not romantic. They've been biting each other's lips to each other. Kara literally flew across the world to get Lena her favorite dishes from Paris and all the other places. Like, I would not do that for my best friend. Like, I love her, but I wouldn't do that. Like, come on, are you kidding me? That's something that Barry Allen would do for Iris. Like, come on. He would zip around and word for Iris to get her favorite things. Like, come on. It's just like the parallels that they make to even Clark and Lois as well. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Don't tease us if you're not going to do it. That's the point. The writing needs to be more consistent. But at this point, it's pretty much too late because you've already built up their relationship, so you can't go back on it now. You have to follow through at this point. Like, you dug yourself into your own graves, Supergirl writers. You have. And that's why we're pissed. And that's why we're upset. I don't want to see any of these tweets like, oh my god, your ship's not together, so stop, your ship's never going to get together, so stop complaining. No, they write the scenes like they are. So, they're confusing us and giving us hope and they shouldn't. That's the issue. And the color choices that whoever's doing the wardrobe department, whoever, the clothes that they both wear in their scenes. Lena wears blue, Kara wears red, or vice versa. One wears blue, one wears red. There have been multiple times where they color coordinate. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that is not a coincidence. If it happened, if it was a one-off, okay, fair enough. But it's happened on multiple occasions, and like, I can't ignore it. Like, it's right in front of my face. Like, is this coincidence? No, it's not. And the biggest thing, you know how Kara loves her food, right? She'll eat anytime, anywhere. Kara loves food, same. I think it was 5:08 before the photo scene. Alex invites her to dinner with with Callie to have sushi, and Kara turns her down to go back to her apartment in her rainbow socks to look at a picture of Lena. Literally, Kara Danvers turned down dinner, turned down food, so she could sit and brood in her apartment over Lena. Literally, are you serious? Kara eats every single time. But no, this dramatic girl, literally declined the offer of food to go home and with her rainbow socks and look at a photo of Lena. I can't. And another thing that I really wanted to bring up in this video is that I was informed. So you know how in the last episode, Wynn revealed that he had a wife and he has a kid. I think her name is Isla or something. Yeah, Isla, whatever this girl's name is. I was told that in that comics, Isla actually is in a long-term relationship with a woman. So she's LGBTQ, right? And I'm thinking to myself, if you can make this character suddenly straight, married to Wynn, if it's so easy to make an LGBT character straight, then why can't you make a straight character like LGBT? Like, how is it so easy for you to do one but not the other? It's just a question that's been on my mind ever since it was pointed out to me. I was like, that's very interesting. I'm not sure if it was intentional or what the actual story is. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me. But as far as I'm aware, Isla is in a long-term relationship with a woman, so how do you ignore that and make her suddenly straight? I don't understand. Or, with Wynn, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird... when I read it, I was like, oh, damn, like, really? I'm not surprised. Like, also, the other Brainy, the female Brainy, she was married to a woman. I'm pretty sure, yeah, she was married to a woman. And then she dies in the same episode. Like, where is our treatment? Where is our positive LGBT representation? I don't see it right now, do I? Anyways... And one more thing, I just really want to quickly bring up the boycott Supergirl hashtag that's been going around after the last episode. Honestly, in my opinion, I think it's a little extra. I don't think we need to resort that far to boycotting the show, because I still love the cast members and I still want to support them in what they do. So I just feel like we should see what happens and see where this story goes, because as I said, they could do a 180. So I feel like we should just kind of let's see what happens first and then decide, because anything can happen in the story, right? So, and promos, as I said, are always misleading, so who knows what's going to happen, but knowing our luck, it's going to go with Kara, it's going to go the way we think it's going to go. But if so, then we can talk about that. But at the moment, I feel we should just see what happens before we make an actual judgment, okay? Just a little food for thought. I hope this video kind of made sense and it kind of cleared things up a bit. I know I kind of rambled a bit and it might not have made sense, but I feel like I had to just kind of get it all out. So I hope the video made sense. I hope you guys, or some people, get a better understanding of why the fans are upset. Please, obviously, comment below what you are thinking. Be nice, obviously, in the comments. just, you know, if you have opinions, that's fine. If you have a different opinion to me, that's totally cool. Put it in the comments, but I don't want anyone else to drag anybody else. Like, everyone's got their own opinions, and that's fine. Let's just all be nice and respectful in the comments. And even online, let's be respectful to the cast members and to each other, okay? Because I see a lot of negative things, and it's sad that some of the actors go online and see all that stuff. Like, let's not hate the actor for the character that they are playing, because it's not their fault. It's literally their job that they have to, it's their role that they have to do what the writer's right. They have to say what the writer's right on their script, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this long rant video. I apologize if it was that long. If you stuck by me this long, then congratulations. But, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to bring up. So that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for Flash and Legends in a few days. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I love you guys. And yeah, ciao for now. Bye, guys!